to the producer. Would you explain who you are and spell your name, please?
Sure. Pete Sepulveda, I'm the Executive Director of the Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority.
Mr. Sepulveda, how are we looking to get the second causeway to South Padre Island built sooner rather than later? What's the time frame as you're explaining it here today?
We're in the environmental phase, and we're at the tail end of that. I think we've got about another 18 months or so at the most before we get environmental clearance. We have identified some cost savings opportunities for the project as a whole. We've identified a way on how to reduce the mitigation that will be required, and so that in itself, I think, is a time savings. I think when you look at the overall schedule of the project, that probably knocks 18, 24 months of the schedule. So I feel good that we're on the right path. We're at the very end of it. We're hoping to have documents amended to incorporate those changes, those cost reductions, that lesser mitigation requirements in the next 3 or 4 months. And then after that, it's pretty much review time by the different agencies. So I think we're definitely on our way to get it environmentally cleared here in the near future.
Senator Lucio had a bill going through the Texas legislature to give us some additional time after September when certain things expired, and that's going to help you get all this done?
That's a funding tool that we had. Unfortunately, that didn't go through, but we're going to remain focused on the environmental right now, the environment phase, and getting that clearance. And by the next session, we'll be ready to look at ways on how to fund the project. But there's a lot that we can do in between now and then. From a funding standpoint as well, I think this might be a blessing in disguise. It might open up other funding options that we didn't have when we had the ability to do a public-private partnership. So I think, we didn't get everything we wanted out of the session, but we're going to stay focused, like I said, because the key is getting it environmentally clear. Once you do that, I think other opportunities open up. And until you do that, I think most agencies are somewhat reluctant to trying to help because you're not environmentally clear. But once you are, I think it'll start moving rather fast.
Good. President Trump, who likes the executive orders, signed an executive order and waived this environmental, go ahead and get this thing done. Plus, he's got $1 trillion he's going to be spending in infrastructure. Barry Patel, Mayor of South Padre Island, and others we've talked to are really eager to try to help push the President of the United States, Donald Trump, to help get this done.
I think one of the things that he can do, and I think there is a push already, is for any projects that need federal regulatory relief. In other words, projects that have been stalled for years going through the federal process, that's us, and that would fit the criteria. And so we are pursuing that option of getting, maybe not necessarily waiving the environmental process, but if they can expedite review of our documents, that's huge.
And the Environment Protection Agency also did hand in glove with what President Trump's trying to accomplish in getting job creation, and that would be great job creation, not only for this region, but for Texas, Mexico, and the United States.
Absolutely, yes. It's a huge opportunity for us right now. And so I think, while we didn't get everything we wanted out of the Texas legislature, I think on a federal level, we're definitely headed in the right path. And I feel good about getting the clearance, rather quickly.
Even without those executive orders,
even without
you're
those,
talking 18, 21 months.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Man, that'll
so if we get
knock off some money.
If we get that federal regulatory relief that we need, that's where we're done.
Anything else I hadn't asked you about this that the audience needs to know? Anything else?
I think here we're probably going to be putting out some type of notice to the public, just giving an update where we're at. A lot of people call in asking where we're at in the process, and I really believe that we're well on our way to getting the clearance, and that's huge because anytime something happens, traffic gets congested, traffic slows down, so we need to have a second access to the island.
So the word is PPP, public-private partnerships, and that's a good, and that's a go, and that could add gasoline to the fire to get it done quicker.
I think we put all our options together, all the avenues, and it'll get done at the end of the day.
Amen. You, Pete Sepulveda, Director of the Cameron County Regional Mobility Authority. In support for Ron Whitlock Reports, Rio Grande Guardian, and 88 FM, the NPR radio station for the Rio Grande Valley. Thank you again, Pete.
Thank you, Ron. Take care.